It's time for our very favorite part of the show. As always, Patty, please start us off.
Well, Colorado has done well with working on its legislative redistricting, its congressional redistricting committees. They'll be finalized on Monday. Unfortunately, what isn't working out is the U.S. Census timeline, which may make it impossible for these groups to do what they're supposed to do on time with redistricting.
David, we go to you. I was my own disgrace, but I'm not saying this is our Disgrace of the Week section. So, David, it's your turn.
Tay Anderson accused radio host Stephen Tubbs of being a Klansman. More ridiculous hate speech from a guy who's clearly trying to top Lauren Boebert as being the silliest person in Colorado. And by the way, Tay Anderson is the guy who's opposed to interracial dating, which actually is much more of a Ku Klux Klan position than anything Stephen Tubbs has ever said.
Eric, we go to you for your Disgrace of the Week.
Right on to both Patty and to David. Speaking of the last topic of mail-in voting, there was a forum last night of the candidates running for state Republican chair, and 4 out of the 5, and the 5th who didn't join has no chance of being elected. But all the serious candidates are doubling and tripling down on this notion of a stolen election, a fraudulent election. If the Colorado Republican Party ever wants to get back into the game, might want to start by dealing with reality and dealing with voters where they are.
I thought it was telling, Eric, you brought that up, that you hear from people like Dick Wadhams, who was one of the last field generals to really win a lot of Republican elections in Colorado. You go back to when was the last time you saw a lot of U.S. senators from Colorado that were Republican or governors? Dick Wadhams was all over those campaigns, and he's the one out there talking to Republicans right now saying, the first thing is to admit where we're at right now, embrace reality, move forward, and what we're hearing from GOP state chair nominees is just the opposite. It's very telling. Good point, Eric. Marianne, we go to you for your Disgrace of the Week.
My Disgrace of the Week is somewhat personal. Blake McCoy is an anchor for the Fox affiliate in Washington, D.C. This week, he tweeted that he was annoyed obese people of all ages get priority vaccine access before all essential workers. When most stayed home, we went into work every day last March, April, and May, and every day since then, putting ourselves and loved ones at risk. Vaccinate all essential workers, then the obese. And I got to tell you, I took this one kind of personally. I replied that, yes, I'm obese. I haven't missed a day of work during the pandemic, and in fact, I put in a lot of extra hours to keep our readers informed. McCoy later deleted that tweet and posted a very hollow apology, and that got him suspended. I got the vaccine this month, not because of my weight, but because I'm a journalist at the state capitol, and I'm happy to say a darn good one.
I would agree with you on that one, Marianne. Well said. Time to say something nice about somebody. Patty?
We've talked about voting. Colorado-based Dominion Voting Systems, which is now filing suits against everyone who has accused them of having rigged the election. Most recently, the Pillow Kingdom, Mike Liddell. But I have to congratulate, to bring to the sex acts, the porn site that is no longer allowing their actresses to have pillow fights with My Pillows.
Taking a stand. David.
Marion, by the way, is, I think, a great example of a journalist who clearly has strong personal left-leaning policy convictions, but does a good job of writing fair and accurate stories. The Jewish holiday of Purim began at sundown on Thursday night, and the short synopsis of it is that the people tried to kill all the Jews in the Babylonian Empire, and the Babylonian Jews fought back and won and saved themselves, which is the classic Jewish holiday theme. They tried to kill us, they failed, let's eat.
Eric, we go to you.
It is a great holiday theme. Jason Dunn, who just stepped down this week as U.S. Attorney for Colorado, great attorney, a man of integrity who shows that it was possible to be part. It was too rare, but it was possible to be part of Donald Trump's administration and do the right thing and acknowledge the election outcome, leave when it was time to leave, and conduct yourself with integrity. And on top of that, today's his 50th birthday.
Marianne, you get the last word.
A salute to the school districts along the Front Range who decided Thursday should be a snow day instead of a remote learning day. Kids still need to have days when they can be kids.